Canelo Crawford, who you got if that happens?
I can't go against Crawford. I fuck with Crawford. I like him in the ring, out the ring. I think that he's the best right now. I'm rocking with Crawford.
After Turki Ali's meeting with Canelo Alvarez, it was reported that all details have been discussed and finalized. The fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is now officially confirmed.
Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it. Sit down. Really.
The Mexican boxer Saul Canelo Alvarez remains open to opportunities for 2025, with several potential opponents on the table. However, Canelo appears interested in exploring one of the proposals from Turki Al-Sheikh, the president of the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi Arabia. Recently, Canelo traveled to London to receive the Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year award. During the event, he met with Turki Al-Sheikh and later confirmed in an interview that the fight with Terence "Bud" Crawford has been finalized, though he refrained from sharing further details. There's always a possibility. We'll see, but there's always a possibility. We're here to do the best business, Canelo told The Ring when asked about his meeting with Al-Sheikh and the fight with Crawford.
And figure out something.
I know you thought he was kind of a lose-lose situation for you. Do you think he's too small to compete with you?
The World Boxing Council, WBC, mandatory challenger for Saul Canelo Alvarez is David Benavidez. However, due to Canelo's apparent reluctance to accept this challenge, he may instead turn to Terence "Bud" Crawford for his September fight. The main hurdle in finalizing this matchup is the weight difference. Crawford competes at 154 pounds in the super welterweight division, which is 2 weight classes below Canelo.
You know, I thought I would never say this, but Canelo's scared. Literally, I thought I would, as a fighter, I know fighters are not scared.
Money wouldn't be the biggest obstacle in securing a potential deal, as negotiations would begin at the $150 million Canelo has requested. However, other challenges remain, as British promoter Eddie Hearn, head of Matchroom, recently admitted in an interview with Fight Hype. While some boxing professionals see the matchup as exciting and full of potential, others express concern for both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, fearing the risks involved for either fighter.
I'm not scared, but wow, we've been begging Canelo, please, we want this fight. I want it as a fan.
Terence Crawford has elevated his training by recently sparring with boxing legend Andre Ward ahead of his upcoming fight. Crawford enlisted Ward's expertise, with the two engaging in light sparring at Crawford's home gym. On Tuesday morning, Ward shared a snippet of their session on his social media, showcasing Crawford honing his hand-fighting skills. Fans flooded the comments section with praise for Crawford, applauding the collaboration with the iconic fighter. Fans reacted enthusiastically to the clip, with one commenting, "Iron sharpens iron," while another tweeted, "Two of the GOATs going at it." A third fan added, "Some serious knowledge in that ring." One supporter noted, "This is why Terence is pound for pound. He has masters of the sport in his gym and gives them their flowers." Meanwhile, a fifth fan remarked, "The two best Americans since Floyd Mayweather. Ward is one of the rare world champions to retire undefeated." Ryan Garcia has shared his blunt opinion on a potential matchup between boxing champions Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, leaving no room for doubt. In a recent interview with CCTV, Garcia, known for his outspoken remarks, labeled Crawford as an overhyped bum and firmly predicted an Alvarez victory if the two were to clash in the ring. Garcia didn't hold back, accusing Crawford of being a boring fighter who doesn't deserve the attention he gets. He even went so far as to claim that Crawford is stealing boxing's money.
Terence Crawford really hasn't beat nobody other than Errol Spence Jr. that went through a car crash. Name one guy that he beat other than Errol Spence that's well known. Sean Porter, that was from Wash. Who has he beat? He hasn't beat nobody, bro. He's not going to beat nobody, bro. Terence Crawford is...
Unsurprisingly, Garcia was firm in his verdict, even challenging one of the superstars to fight him if they disagreed with his opinion.
Terence Crawford is not no, he ain't like that, bro. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody got to say it. You're an overhyped bum, bro. I'm looking at the camera right now. You suck, bro. Stop acting.
Terence Crawford is not all that, Garcia told Say's TV. Terence Crawford is an overhyped bum. I'm sorry, but someone has to say it. You're an overhyped bum. I'm looking directly at the camera right now. You freaking suck, bro. Stop acting like it.
You're like that. Stop stealing boxing money. You're wasting everybody's money. You're not entertaining, bro. You're boring as come see me in the ring if you think I'm talking shit. I can do it anytime.
You think you can see Crawford?
I can definitely see Crawford, bro. What do you mean? Bro, I've seen many fighters like him too. He's not that good, bro. He gets hit a lot, bro. He gets wobbled, hit. Bro, he's not untouchable, bro. You act like he's Mayweather.
I was one of the best fighters in the amateurs, bro. And so was he, Garcia said. I've seen plenty of fighters like him. I don't care if he can counter my left hook. I'll find a way to get him. He's not that good. He gets hit a lot, he gets wobbled. He's not untouchable. Still, Garcia said, I charged at the beginning of 3rd grade and won. If a fight between Garcia and Crawford were to happen, it would likely take place at a catchweight. Garcia has never fought at the 147 lb welterweight limit or above, while Crawford last competed at super lightweight 147 in August 2017. Currently, Garcia is suspended after testing positive for a banned substance following his fight with Devin Haney. In 2021, Garcia has left the band to pursue life coaching. Despite this, he continues to make headlines in the boxing world, often by diminishing the accomplishments of his peers.
I don't think that he's not a great fighter, but I don't think he's as good as people say. He's not like a Sugar Ray Leonard, not Tommy Hearn. You can't do that because he's not like that, bro. He hasn't fought nobody that has firepower like him.
This time, Ryan Garcia has set his sights on Terence Crawford, who has been pursuing a fight with Canelo Alvarez in 2025. While the Mexican fighter has yet to accept the challenge, Garcia claims he's already reached out to Crawford, seeking a fight to prove that Crawford isn't as skilled as people think. Garcia also taunted Crawford, suggesting a potential big payday as part of the offer. As for Bud Crawford, I already called him, Garcia said. I think he's just trying to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but I don't think that's going to happen. Have you ever fought someone with one-punch knockout power? No. That's why I think Bud Crawford is overrated.
Who would win, him or Boots?
I like Boots. In my opinion, I like Boots. I don't think Crawford could keep up with somebody that talented and young and fast. I haven't even seen him fight somebody talented.
I'd love to fight Bud. I don't think he's as good as people say, Garcia stated, referring to the undefeated Crawford, the WBC and WBO welterweight champion. If Bud is listening, I'd like to fight you. I'd give you a beating. Garcia left the decision to Crawford, saying whether the fight happens is up to him, but made it clear that if Crawford accepts, he'd receive a substantial payday. If he doesn't want it, it's not my fault. He's boring as hell, but I'd probably give him the biggest paycheck of his life if he takes the fight, Garcia added.
I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford.
Despite his complicated relationship with Canelo Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya has shared his thoughts on a potential showdown between the Mexican superstar and Terence Crawford. De La Hoya insists that his predictions regarding any fight involving Canelo are unbiased. The former world champion has a strong opinion on how this hypothetical matchup would play out. He believes that Canelo, with his superior size and power, would have a clear advantage over Crawford.
Oscar, Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Canelo. He's changed his tune. He said he's willing to move up through weight divisions. To me, that's kind of crazy, but that just shows you, the dog that's in Terence Crawford. If Canelo is victorious against
At 154, Crawford didn't look too dangerous in the ring against a beast, so imagine Canelo as the bigger guy being the beast. It's almost like a no contest, De La Hoya told Fight Hub TV. Come on, when has a smaller skilled guy ever beaten a bigger skilled guy? It's never happened in the history of the sport. It's rare. De La Hoya believes that Crawford, known for his technical skill and punching power, would face a significant physical challenge if he were to take on Canelo at his natural weight.
Canelo?
Terence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime. Anytime. Because, and this is look.
While some experts believe Terence Crawford has the skills to compete with Canelo Alvarez, the disparity in size and power could prove to be a decisive factor. For now, the future of this potential fight remains uncertain. Both fighters have existing commitments, and any agreement will depend on several factors, including contract negotiations and strategic decisions from both teams. Not many fighters have shared the ring with both Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. The only man to do so in a professional setting was Amir Khan, who suffered stoppage defeats to both. Khan has already shared his thoughts on how a potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup would unfold.
What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big for Crawford. It'll be a tall task for him to win.
There are a few others who have sparred with both men, and one of them has now shared his thoughts on how he believes a potential clash could unfold. That man is middleweight contender Coron Davis, who also faced fellow Canelo rival David Benavidez back in November 2021. Having sparred with both Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, Davis told Mill City Boxing that he thinks it would be extremely tough for Crawford and would back Alvarez to win. Canelo is a big guy, it's gonna be a lot. He can take a punch, so you're not gonna hurt Canelo. I don't think Crawford can hurt him with one punch. Maybe he can cut an eye or something, or bother him to the body, Davis explained. Other Davis said that,
It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean,
he's got to put some muscle behind his punches and go to the body. It's going to be a tall task. Canelo can really fight. He has moves and traps. It's not easy in boxing. Nothing's impossible, but if I had to bet, I'd put my money on Canelo. I'm not taking anything away from Crawford, but Canelo is great. Can Canelo stop him? He's the bigger guy. I think one punch could do it. The debate over Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez continues to heat up. Crawford, the former undisputed welterweight champion, is coming off a unanimous decision win over Israel Madrimov at 154 pounds, securing both the WBA and interim WBO super welterweight titles. However, unlike his dominant performance against Errol Spence Jr. at 147 pounds, Crawford didn't look as impressive against the former champion from Uzbekistan, and he didn't look as impressive against the former champion from Uzbekistan.
On that, and I don't know, would you advise a fighter to move up 3 weight classes to fight someone like Canelo?
You got to remember, he's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6, if you add on 3, Yeah, my math is different than yours.
This has led many to rule out Crawford's chances against Canelo Alvarez if the fight ever happens at 168 pounds. However, not everyone shares that view. Some believe Crawford will adapt and provide a serious challenge for the super middleweight king. One of those individuals is acclaimed boxing trainer Teddy Atlas, who once trained Mike Tyson. In a recent interview with Fight Hub TV, Atlas shared his thoughts on Crawford's potential in the 168 division defense team. Don't discount his first time at 154. Don't discount that there will be some growth there too, Atlas confidently stated during the interview. Let's just say I'm thrilled. I thrilled, and when the opportunity arises, I will be organizing the training for our new company. I spent most of my life in the 158 defense division during my PhD.
Being that I've been in this business my whole life. So 6 is a lot. 6 weight classes. That's a lot. 3, he had the skeleton for it.
Don't go and believe it's going to be the same Crawford when he steps up to 158 if that happens. No, this is going to be a better armed Crawford, even better than he's been, Atlas continued. He suggested that after the closely contested bout against Madrimov in August, Crawford would gain the knowledge and confidence needed to acquire another belt in the division. So it's sad, Crawford would gain the knowledge, confidence needed to acquire another belt in the division. Sharing his final verdict on a potential Canelo versus Crawford matchup, Atlas told the reporter, "So don't be so sure that the Crawford you saw with Madrimov isn't going to be different. He will be different."
But I know he's got this. I know he's got this. I know he's got the character, and I know he's got the mind. I know he has special gifts that very few.
It's important to note that the World Boxing Organization has ordered Sebastian Fundora and Terence Crawford to come to an agreement for a fight within 30 days for the WBO super welterweight title. While the deal has not yet been officially confirmed, Fundora's promoter, Samson Lukowitz, told Boxing Scene that their focus is solely on a fight with Crawford. However, he acknowledged that Crawford is looking to move up to the 168 LB division to face Canelo. If that doesn't happen, Fundora is ready to take on Crawford. While Canelo Alvarez's strength and punching power may intimidate some fighters, Terence Crawford isn't one of them. Speaking to TMZ Sports, Crawford expressed his absolute confidence in securing a victory over the Mexican superstar if they were to face off.
For both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody else.
At the moment, it's still a big if, as despite Crawford making it clear that he wants the fight, Canelo doesn't seem as certain. Crawford was present to witness Canelo Alvarez's most recent victory, where Canelo responded with a simple no comment when asked about a potential matchup with Bud. However, when a reputable news source spoke with Crawford, the 36-year-old fighter expressed that he still very much wants to step into the ring with Canelo. And of course, if this was Canelo Alvarez's last opinion, do you...
Yeah, I can't rap. That's what I'm saying. So I gotta stick to what I know. I beat people up.
Oh, God.
I beat people up.
Yeah. I feel like that's a legacy fight, Crawford said. I believe this is the biggest fight in boxing today if it happens. Crawford acknowledges the challenges he would face, particularly Canelo's size and power. However, he confidently stated, "I've been fighting bigger guys my whole life and guaranteed that he would come away with a win." Of course I'll beat him, the 41-0 star added. "There's no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody I step in the ring with."
I'm gonna start rapping, man, and then everybody gonna be saying, man, I'm being Roy Jones Jr. I'm coming out like Roy.
Crawford isn't sure when or where he wants the fight to take place, but he knows he wants to give the fans what they want, and Alvarez should feel the same. ESPN's Mike Coppinger reported that before the bout, Alvarez was considering a potential rematch with Dmitry Bivol in May, depending on whether Bivol defeats Artur Beterbiev for the undisputed light heavyweight title. The two Russians are set to face off next month, and Canelo may still be interested in facing the opponent who handed him his career loss.
To come my way and me and him get in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight, you know.
Crawford appeared to signal on X that he has his sights set on Canelo following Saturday's bout. Turki Al-Sheikh, the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, mentioned in August that he has been working with Crawford to get Alvarez to agree to the fight. "I will give Canelo what I think is a fair price," Al-Sheikh said. "If he accepts it, he deals directly with me to finalize the deal. I don't want anyone in the middle. I've guaranteed Crawford a big fight. I want Canelo for Crawford, and Crawford wants Canelo. But if Canelo's financial demands are too high, I'll still guarantee Crawford any fight he wants." Crawford improved his record to 41-0 with a victory over the Uzbekistani fighter in a super welterweight championship match, claiming the World Boxing Association's super welterweight title.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought. recently, and it'd be a well-fought fight for.
Alvarez has won 5 consecutive matches since his last defeat in the light heavyweight division to the highly skilled Russian, but he has faced criticism for choosing easier opponents to boost his record. The 34-year-old holds a 62-2 record in 66 career bouts. Despite this, many boxing experts believe Crawford is at a disadvantage due to the weight class. So, while fans continue to clamor for the dream matchup, the anticipated fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford seems likely to remain just that, a dream. Eddie Hearn, who has had a close relationship with the Mexican superstar, recently discussed his conversation with Canelo about the potential fight. Unfortunately, the outlook isn't promising.
I'd be very surprised if that fight happens. I think His Excellency has been pushing that fight. It didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up for.
If you recall, His Excellency Turki Alal Sheikh was also advocating for the fight during Crawford's bout with Israel Madriov last year. The Saudi royal had even asked Hearn to reach out to Canelo's team to make the fight happen. However, the fight never materialized, and discussions around the potential matchup have slowly faded. And there's also a lot of back and forth between the employers and the Turks and people that are to put the final nail in the coffin. Hearn appeared in an interview with Fight Hype and was asked about the potential fight. "I'll be honest, I'd be very surprised if that fight happens," Hearn revealed. "I think His Excellency has been pushing for it, but it didn't seem like it was something that Canelo was really up for, to be honest."
I think his kind of feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone's going to say I've beaten a 154-pounder. And he also, I think,
Hearn recalled his previous conversation with Canelo, saying, "I think his feeling is, when I beat Crawford, everyone will say I've beaten 154-pounders. He also explained that at this stage of Canelo's career, he's looking for opponents who will come forward and engage in a fight, something Canelo believes Crawford won't do. Notably, Crawford would be climbing several weight classes for this potential matchup, putting him at a disadvantage. Even if Crawford makes it to 165 ounces, Canelo would still be the bigger man. To win, Bud would need to remain agile on his feet, and Hearn shares that belief. Crawford can't really come to fight in that situation because he's at a massive size disadvantage," Hearn told Fight Hype, before concluding,
he wants to be fighting guys that are just moving all the time, and he wants people to come to fight. And Crawford can't really come to fight like that in that fight because he's at
"I don't think that fight will happen," he said. Despite the grim reality surrounding this potential matchup, people continue to share their opinions on who might come out victorious. Demetrius Andrade has weighed in on the potential 25 super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, offering an honest assessment of the bout. In the screenshot, Alvarez wrote, "10 Crawford will serve as a one-on-one mentor, and Canelo Alvarez and Crawford will watch for the near future. So much more great action." While praising Crawford's skills and their shared history, Andrade pointed out the challenges Crawford would face in moving up 2 weight classes to challenge the super middleweight champion. His would glean on the wisdom that skill would bring, and in his case, a massive box preparing him to SummerSlam after a limited martial arts career.
Massive size disadvantage, and he can't be standing in front of him. I don't think that fight will happen, but then when you think about it, what are the options for Canelo Alvarez?
Andrade believes Crawford can make the fight competitive, but doubts he can overcome Canelo's size, power, and agility. "I don't think Crawford can beat Canelo, but I still think he can give him a good fight, and I'll be sitting there fuming for Canelo all day," he said. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.